So I'm going to be showing both a combination of charity events and club events. I'm just going to start with the very typical event page. This is what it looks like. There's an image on the right, wording in the middle, a number of buttons. Here you have sponsorships, items, auction button, donate, and volunteer. And you can, turn on any one of these buttons when you're creating the opportunity itself. We call them opportunities because you might be doing a ticketed event, you might be doing a volunteer experience, you might be doing a survey, you might be doing a campaign or a peer-to-peer campaign. We use the word opportunities. It's an opportunity for people in the community or your club members to engage with something that you're doing as a club. So they can engage as a donor, they can engage as a volunteer, they can engage as a participant in some way, shape, or form. Now, when you turn on something like a donate button, you can have different suggested donation amounts that you can turn on, or you can have a custom amount. You can decide to opt people in to pay the fees, or they can opt out. Okay, so in this case, they're requiring the fee to be paid. They have the ability, if you want, you can do recurring donations. You can have people put in comments. They can put in their information. You get all this data. So their first and last name, their email, their phone number, their address, they put in their credit card, they make a purchase. Now, you may not use Givsum to collect funds at all. Maybe you just have volunteer experiences that you want people to know about. So you turn on a volunteer button, you get their name and email and phone number, and they're signing up for an event. So you can use it in a variety of different ways, but it's very quick and easy to turn on these buttons. We'll get to that in a minute. Most organizations have a little description section that you can put an image on, and you have coloring of different words and different font sizes, and they have a bunch of sponsorships for this event. Lower down, they have a carousel of photos that they uploaded for people to review. They're showing how many tickets have been purchased in comments, and then at the end is a direction map area, and then just have questions. Here's some contact people. This is a very typical, very straightforward, easy page. The URL right here can be sent out to anybody. It can also be emailed or text through Givsum. And then you have the share the love button here, which allows you to quickly post on social media or email that out from there as well. Okay, this is just a typical page. Now we have other different, what we call themes. This is a image background theme. This is my club, Newport Beach Rotary Club, Water Source to Sea event that's going on in September. We're selling tickets for that. And they put the image in the background when we set this up. Okay, and we can put a video in the description. Here's another theme. This is an image on the right, colors in the middle. And this is a dues collecting tickets and that sort of thing. There's also a theme where you just have an image on the right that's more vertical. This was 5280. Maybe some of you remember this. Strut Your Mutt. This was a peer-to-peer campaign, and different members posted their dogs. It was collecting money for Polio Plus, right? And those, different people had different campaigns that they sent out. They were the individual hosts for these campaigns. This is Rotary Club of Morro Bay. They're doing a very simple ducky derby. They're just selling tickets. They have one ticket that they're selling, different cash prizes, different colors. Again, it's not rocket science. Let's just get a page out, get it to the community for them to make donations. Now, some clubs use their org page to do a major event. So this is Holidays in the Village. This is Westlake Village Rotary Club. They have a big event where they sell vendor booths, and all these different booths and band and everything else are part of the big event that they do with the city. Excuse me. So they have vendors go to one of their opportunity pages where they have to fill out a vendor application, which is a long survey. They apply to be a vendor. They then get accepted, and they have to buy their vendor booth. Another club, Rotary Townsend in Montana, they do a big car show, Fall Fest. They use their org page with multiple different pages on the menu bar to have people sign up for their car show. That's a huge event, so they use their org page as the main piece to that. And then here's a view of auctions. So this was Tempe South. They did a massive auction with so many different items, and every one of these items, you click into them, it looks like this. So this is one of their golf items. There's suggested items off of that. This is just a part of one of the pages that they built out. Here's Chandler Rotary Fight Night or Flight Night. So they're selling beer for this particular event coming up, and different sponsorships, and I got a ton of stuff going on here. So there's just some different ideas. Bruno Mars tribute concert, This is, again, Rotary Club Westlake Village. And once you post these pages, it starts to generate data. So once you toggle on and get into the admin side, here's an organization that has lots of data coming in. These guys have a major event going on at Burning Man. They've sold $180,000 worth of ticket sales. They got a ton of people. All the data is in here. They can download reports on this. They can view different items. They can go to the reg desk. They can see what's happening and click on the total raised. And within here, they have, gross, fees, net, how much money has come through tickets, donations, items. It's all kind of in one place. And they can run reports off of that. And then they have the analytics that's associated with this particular event. So how are people coming in? What days are the money coming in? What are the demographics? Where are they coming in from? What are the devices that are being used? And this is all part of the Givsum platform. So depending on what you're building out, you're going to see all that. And then the builder is what we call just the opportunity builder accordion. It looks just like this. It says some rainbow colors. You open it up. It asks you a series of questions. What kind of event are you creating? A campaign, a raffle, an auction? What are you doing? What template are you going to use? What's the scope? Do you want to limit it to just members or the community? What questions, related to the details are answered here? What's the name of the opportunity? Does it have a location? What are the times? What's the main description of it? Do you want to turn on a donate button? And then do you want to have volunteers, tickets, items, or packages? And you just click on any one of those and you just start building it out. Okay. And as you do that, this is what the auction backend looks like. This is what the reg desk looks like of people coming in for various different ticket sales. But as you do that, you have a ledger, and in your ledger, money's going to be dropping in. You're going to be able to, look at how much has been sent over to your checking account, which falls in the checking account within 1 to 3 business days. You can issue refunds if you need to, but all the money comes in, and then you can download reports here as to download disbursements or transactions based on month and year. So that's all within the ledger. You can click into any individual and you have a mini CRM associated with everybody who's supporting your club. You have their name, their email, their address, the things that they've purchased, the receipts of those purchases. You can award a badge to people. You can create a note. You can log a contribution. All of that is within the Givsum platform, and you can do that with your particular members as you're clicking into them, or the people in the community as they're purchasing items or making donations. You also can email people. This is Environmental Rotary Club Puget Sound. They're sending out a notice about upcoming membership. You can also text people as well within the platform. And then if you want, for some of the clubs, maybe they want to run memberships off this. And so these are different invoices that are being sent out for members within different clubs. And okay, so that just gives you a very brief overview of some views that you may have on the Givsum platform. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to specifically log out, and I'm going to show you what logging in looks like. So we're on the Givsum landing page. We're going to ignore that for a minute. I'm going to go to my email, and I see that I received an email that says, hey, you've been invited to Givsum. Now, a lot of the admins and presidents are going to get an email that looks just like this. Okay, so we just got the list of all the clubs and the presidents this morning, and over the next 48 hours, we will be inviting everybody in. When you get an email like this, you just click the Get Started. And what this is going to do is this is going to take you to a login page where you got to set your password. So, you just put in a password that has to be at least 8 digits long. I'm going to create a password here. I'm going to sign in. It's going to take me to terms and conditions and user policy. So it's loading that up, and I'm going to hit agree here. And it's going to take a moment. And it's going to say, okay, here we go. Go ahead and put an address. And really, you can put in any address that you want. It basically is just going to set a demographic around your area as to opportunities that you might want to view related to other clubs and other nonprofits that are in your area. So I live in Costa Mesa, so I just put in that address. I may put in interests related to me, like maybe I'm into human services, animal protection, health. I save that. And then I'm signing in with Santa Monica Rotary Club. So, all right, well, good. So I'm going to follow that club, and I'm signing in as an admin. I'm using you guys as an example. I knew somebody was going to be on this call with that. So, okay, so now it's gotten to the admin side. It's logged me into the admin side. What I'm seeing on the, I'm sorry, it's logged me in as the user side. And I put my name here as Sean Testers. That's my name for the moment, but you'll see your full name right here in the upper left. It's a user-facing platform just like LinkedIn or Facebook. So you have a profile that you can be anonymous or public with. You can set that up in the settings, but basically, you know, it's giving you some suggestions. Most of this you can not worry about right now. What you want to worry about is getting over to your club. So you're going to see your club under your name on the left-hand side. You're going to click the name of your club. It's immediately going to take you over to the admin side of your club. You know you're running your club when the name of your club is here, the name of your club's in the upper left, and it has organizational overview. This is where you want to be, okay? This is you logging into your club on Givsum. And the first thing you're going to want to do before you hit this create button, before you do anything, if you're going to be collecting funds for a fundraiser or a ticket event or whatever, you want to come down to the settings, okay? So when you come down to the settings, you can upload your organization's logo, your club logo, and you can upload your header logo. They might be the exact same logo, but you're going to want to just upload your logos. Then you're going to come over to accounts and you're going to set up your organization to sell tickets. Okay, so you click this. What it's going to do is it's going to take you to, you know, payment accounts, and this is where you set up your checking account that you're going to have associated with the club. Now, some of you have a 501c4 and a 501c3. There's two accounts that you can set up if you want, or you can just have one account set up. So the way that we had it here is you have a primary account and you have a secondary account. So primary account, usually we like to have that be the 501c3. That's your nonprofit account. Secondary account is your 501c4 if you're going to be using us for memberships. You may not be using any of that. In this case, you don't have to worry about your accounts at all. You're just going to be doing volunteering or that sort of thing. So you can ignore this. But if you want to collect money, you have to put a checking account associated with your club. Once you set it up and go through the process, basically step one, entering account verification. Step two is going to be entering your checking account number and your routing number. Once you've done that, then you can turn on your donate button, ticket sales, and all that sort of thing. So what happens is once you've done that, you're going to come over to the dashboard and you have a create button. This is where all the opportunities are built. So you're going to hit this create button and it's going to open this for you. Again, it pulls you through the accordion and you just go through each section answering the questions. And when you get done answering the questions, you're going to hit finish. And once you finish that, you're going to end up with, you know, one of these pages, Bruno Mars and the Hooligans, right? It shows you this sort of page and it's going to be on this side. You can grab the URL right at the top and you can send it out to people and you can share it with people. But that's how it works. You just build out a page and, you know, as soon as you're done, you'll have pages that'll start being shown from the dashboard. So for example, a year plus ago, we had almost every club in the district. We did a polio plus event where we built all the pages on District 5280, but they were associated and co-marketed with every club in the district. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. The money here is actually going into 5280 for this particular event. It's being co-marketed on the page, but the money actually goes into 5280. However, in the case of building new opportunities, you're setting it up with the account and the settings so that the money goes into your club's account, okay? Other things that you can do, you can turn on a million different survey questions. You can hit, you know, survey questions, you title a list of questions, you'll then add questions. Those questions can be attached to ticket sales or donation sales, or if you're just doing a volunteer experience, you want to add questions to that. Or if you want to have a survey, just a straight survey and attached to an opportunity, you build it out here. Email is the same deal. You just hit create email and it's going to take you to this page. You're going to put your subject in, you're going to put your, you know, whatever you want to say to everybody in the main portion description area of the email. You can select whether you want to do a notification related to volunteers, attendees, or donors of a particular event, or you can go to a general list. So maybe you have a custom group of people that you've uploaded onto Givsum, or maybe you've done a number of events. You just want it to go to your donors. But basically, you can just very quickly create an email here, and then you can do a preview and a send test and then send now. Same with text as well. If you have a group of people that you want to send a text to, you just hit create text message, put in the subject, the message field, select an opportunity or a template, and then an opportunity that you want it to go to, and then you select your audience and you send it out. And so that's pretty quick. Now, when you first go to Givsum.com, we have a resources button here, and this is called the Success Academy. This has a series of videos. And so if you're wondering, oh, how do I do that? Or can I just watch a quick video? This is where you want to come. I'm going to put this in the chat. This is going to load up with a variety of different videos. And as you scroll down, you know, there's videos here of, hey, how to claim your organization, or toggle to your organization, or update your organization profile, or, you know, creating an opportunity, managing your opportunity, auctions, selling tickets. It just goes on and on of a bunch of different videos. And anything you create can also be used for point of sale. So if you have an event and you want to collect donations at the event during by Apple Pay or credit card of touch, swipe, or insert, you can do that as well. You have to build out the opportunity first. You add the items that you want to sell or the tickets that you want to sell. And then on the app, on your phone, you download the Givsum Point app. And then when people walk up, you say, hey, do you want to buy beer, wine? You want to get a ticket? You want to buy a mulligan package at the golf tournament, whatever it is, and then people can tap, swipe, or pull up Apple Pay. And they can do that as well on here. Okay. So that's really what Givsum does. All this can be co-branded with the district for the district to market the different activities that you guys are doing.